lie. My brothers don't die, we just Vossi bop. I tell your girl to link me at the coffee shop. Getting freaky in the sheets, we're taking body shots. Then I finish with a facial just to top it off. Ay, my brothers don't die, we just Vossi bop. I tell your girl to link me at the coffee shop. Getting freaky in the sheets, we're taking body shots. Then I finish with a facial just to top it off. Ay, you ain't got a clue, let's be honest. I had a couple seasons made a forest. I put in the work and take the profit.
Unprofessionally, out in the sun, trying to raise money on my phone. What's up, Osc? i.e. the managing partner of Clearline Capital. I don't know who I'm talking to. Is it my friend Oscar? Or is it some fancy managing partner of Clearline Capital? Some fancy investor guy? That sounds so official. How's it going?
It's going good. Going good.
Nice.
Brushing my teeth. I actually wanted to talk about how your line of work differs from a 9 to 5.
Very nice. Thank you. Okay. How does my work differ from a 9 to 5? First of all, it's 10:34 and I just started. That's only half true. Obviously, I've been doing emails and stuff, right? But what is a 9 to 5? 9 to 5 is just shorthand for a full-time job, right? Typically, traditional full-time jobs have working hours and have a working location, right? The working hours are typically 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and the working location is wherever is the headquarters or offices of your employer. How does this differ from that? I have no working hours. I have no working location. I don't even have work. There's this shit that needs to happen. So either it happens or it doesn't happen. If it happens, I'm happy. My investors are happy. The banks are happy. My shareholders are happy. My team are happy. If it doesn't happen, no one's fucking happy, okay? And no one gives a damn whether I started working at 6 a.m. and stopped at 6 p.m., whether I did 9 to 5, or whether I did 4:30 to 5. Did it happen, okay? And then obviously the second part of that is location. Right now we're at some rooftop somewhere in Copenhagen. Birds are chirping, we're drinking a coffee. I've got an investor call in 40 minutes. I literally don't know whether I'm gonna take that call from here using my AirPods and on my phone, or from the office, which is 5 minutes away, using my computer. It doesn't fucking matter. So how does this differ from a 9 to 5? Is there is no 9 and there is no 5. There's only, did you get shit done or did you not get shit done? I heard when Elon Musk took over Twitter, one of the first things he asked the former CEO was, what did you get done this week? So essentially for me, work and play and life are all blended in one. I just exist. And as I exist, shit has to happen. I make shit happen. That's it. I hope that sufficiently answers your question on whether or not I have a 9 to 5.
You have a call?
I have a call which started 30 seconds ago. But these calls usually start a bit late, and I think the acceptable time to jump into a Teams call is within 2 to 3 minutes of it starting. So I'm trying to fire up my internet, jump on the call, and come and pitch an investor.
Oh, so it's an investor call.
Investor call.
Investor call.
Every day I'm talking to investors. Usually I dedicate a bit of time to sort of reading up on their capital firm, reading up on the website, stuff like that. Unfortunately, I haven't really made the time today, so we're just gonna jump on the call and have him tell us how much money they have. Right? Sometimes they gotta pitch you too, Oscar. Can't be just the one-way pitch every damn time. I will gladly accept this man's pitch. He may pitch Yusufa, the chairman of Ventilation Ventures, on why I should choose his capital. Start meeting. Okay, here we go.
Yo, spotted a dime at the corner of my eye. She got enough man on the line, back just poking like a knife. Think she...
Yeah, I can hear you. Okay, so we've wired $250,000 to the account. Could you confirm? I'm starving, Oscar. Let's eat some chicken and some rice from Eat My Bowls. I don't make this shit up. Rice, chicken, chili. Been through the information. This is hi Yusufa. I hope all is well. I've been through the information and had an initial positive internal discussion on my end. We like it. Happy to have a quick call to provide some background. The next step would be for you and your CEO Paul to come meet us in our London offices. Me likey, me likey. I'm in London this week for 2 nights. I'm kind of fully booked up though, but maybe we can squeeze him in. And I don't mean that in the wrong way, squeeze him in, but as in I'm literally there for 2 nights. I can probably see him Friday evening though. I'm free Friday. So let me see if I can arrange that. Otherwise, I'll let CEO Paul take the face-to-face, but very positive. I love these kind of emails, man. It's a good day. The sun's shining. I got on my big booty white pants. Tight as hell. I always have a good day. I should have known. Cool. Do that, and then we can get some rice and some chicken.
Yes.
Cool. Chicken and rice.
Yeah, you get all the good emails. I get all the shitty emails. I get like the scammers and stuff. That's the kind of inbox I have.
That's true.
What's your definition of work-life balance? And is it something that you believe in?
I've been thinking about this, right? So for me, I've sort of come up with my definition of work. And it's mine, and it's for me. So I don't care if no one agrees with it. But for me, work is something that I both have to do and would rather not do. So if I either don't have to do it, or I don't mind doing it, then it's not really work. Right now I have to raise money, but I don't mind raising money. So that I would rather not do it. This isn't work, this is fun. I'm sitting here on a balcony drinking an Americano with oat milk, hanging out with my boy Oscar. We just ate chicken bowls and rice. Come on, man. I mean, to what extent is this actually work? I mean, this is fun, right? So in that regard, I don't really work. There's some moments where I have to do something and I would rather not do it. Obviously, those moments happen. Usually they're around like the season when we're closing deals. I may have to review like 80-page legal documents, right? Share purchase agreements and ancillary documents. That just means like sideline documents that are each important. Literally a couple of sentences in there may handicap me or may misrepresent the interests that I represent. So I have to read that. And come on, I don't really feel like reading like cumbersome legal documents. I don't really like pitching. People have told me, hey, Yusufa, you're good at pitching. You come across as a natural. You're comfortable in front of large audiences. That's all true, but I hate it. I get anxious all the time. We were talking about this inside, Oscar, right? So Oscar was talking, he was expressing how he gets anxious. And I was like, hey, Oscar, newsflash, I get anxious. Everyone gets anxious. Beyonce gets anxious just before she hits the stage, right? Because we're humans, okay? And it's a natural reaction. Because I've been doing this for so long, speaking with people, trying to raise money, essentially pitching myself and pitching my team for so long that the anxiety remains, but I also have evidence that it's going to work out. Evidence that I'm good enough. Therefore, I'm more comfortable being uncomfortable in a pitching environment, right? So work-life balance, for me, don't work.
So in your universe, only life exists?
Yeah, I'm just living. And that's it, man. There is no work-life balance. There's just life. And hopefully it's balanced. Hey, how's it going? This is Yusufa. I'm doing extremely well. Is now a good time for 3 minutes? Yes, sir. So you said you guys had a positive first call. Recurring maintenance revenue, or B, revenue that's coming from existing clients and existing buildings.
You mentioned that you work in bursts. What does that mean?
There's a guy named Naval Ravikant. Naval is somewhat of a, I don't want to accuse him of being a guru, but he's somewhat of a wise person, I would say. He said, work like a lion, don't work like a sheep, right? And what does that mean? What he meant by that is lions are, they're hanging out most of the time, they're laying down on their back, they're maybe just walking across the savannah. They're not really exerting a lot of energy. But when it's time to eat, they hunt in one big expressive burst. They capture, they kill, they eat, and then they revert back to relaxation, right? And licking their balls or whatever the hell lions do, right? Whereas sheep, what do? They graze all day, every day grazing, right? right, eating grass, okay? And he says, work like a lion, don't work like sheep. Now, I've lived my life like that for over a decade. It just so happens that the way he expressed it really resonated with me because that's how I live. Right now, we're going through a burst, right? We're trying to close these deals. We've got 6 targets we're trying to line up. I'm trying to raise money to do that. That's just in the ventilation group. In the steel group, we've got all sorts of activities that I can't yet discuss on camera, all sorts of things that hopefully will reveal themselves next year. We're trying to raise money into the steel group as well. We're trying to buy business into the steel group as well. That's all going on. Sierra Leone, we got things happening there. And so right now I'm in like go season. But when I met you, Oscar, last August, I was in like play mode, right? I mean, we were hopping on a plane to Monaco and hanging out in Cannes and all that good stuff, right? So like that's how I like to work. And the reason I think that's important to note is I'm perfectly comfortable not being busy. In fact, I prefer not to be busy. I prefer to have a clear mind, calm demeanor, complete control over my calendar, work out when I need to, eat what and when I need to, hang out with friends, express myself in a meaningful and creative way, whilst also chasing my ambitions. And the interesting part is, when you do that well, you are indistinguishable from the guys doing 12-hour days, 7 days a week. I have no ambition of working that hard. None. I have no guilt, I have no fear, I have no desire to work 12, 15-hour days. It's just not who I am. Copenhagen is a funny city, right? In the summer, it's a completely different vibe from like winter. Winter is miserable. Cold, it's dark, it gets dark at 3 in the afternoon. Everyone's wearing black, people are wearing like one-suits, you know, the ones that the babies wear, onesies. They're wearing like winter onesies. Summer, people are in color, people are walking around, they've got their sunglasses, ice cream shops are open, dogs are barking. By the way, if you are looking for capital, be sure to contact my good friends at Kyola, the only place to get money.
This episode is sponsored by Kyola Capital.
You should put that in there.
So right now you're in a burst. You're raising money. You just came from Sierra Leone.
That's true.
This week we're going to London.
That's for damn
sure. A lot of things are happening.
Lots going on. Lots going on. Yes, sir.
So how do you avoid burnout?
So here's the thing. I don't think I've ever said this on camera. In fact, I know I haven't. I actually had a panic attack, like a serious one, in 2017. So my last company, Athgene, I was running this biotech company, and for 2.5 years I was the founder CEO of that group together with co-founders. Man, we sprinted super hard. I was working like a dog and damn near had a heart attack. So one day I was at home in my apartment and all of a sudden my heart starts palpitating and I'm thinking, what the fuck is going on here? I'm having a heart attack. Man, I called the ambulance, they showed up, I thought I was dead. Ambulance shows up, they strap me up with all kind of wires and they go, you're perfectly fine. It's called a panic attack. And I was like, panic attack? And then I looked into it and it turns out for the person having a panic attack, it feels just like a heart attack. It's indistinguishable. And I asked myself, okay, at the time I was 30, 31, is it worth it? Is it really worth it? Like all that stress, like living life on the edge, feeling like shit can go left any minute, is it actually worth it? Do you want to know what I decided, Oscar? Life is too short. I don't stress. Things burning, I don't stress. Employees complaining, I don't stress. Investors late with the money, I don't stress. Businesses I'm trying to buy, they don't want to sell no more, I don't stress. Oscar's invoice ain't been paid, I don't stress. Hey man, life is short. Chill, enjoy yourself. Don't take this shit too seriously. Take the work seriously, don't take yourself too seriously. All this shit could go away. Oscar, we gotta get the name of the damn shop.
I don't know what you're doing.
Let me go pitch this nice lady on what I'm doing. Let's come talk to this nice lady. When did you open? Nice.
See you next week.
See you next week. Subscribe. If you don't subscribe, I don't stress. It's all good.